You know that feeling when you're chasing a goal and you're just convinced that once you reach it, you'll have all the answers? Well, today we're going to dive into an incredible story from an ancient text. It's about a young seeker on that exact quest and a teacher who completely flips the script on what it means to reach the end of the path. Let's get right into it.
I mean, seriously, what if you spent your whole life searching for the ultimate truth? You finally meet a true master, and their biggest secret is they're still learning too. That's the powerful idea we're unpacking today, a huge lesson in humility and the beautiful, never-ending nature of wisdom. Okay, so let's meet our protagonist, a young pilgrim named Sudhana. And this guy isn't just a casual traveler, he is on a mission. Just imagine the sheer dedication it takes to journey across the land, seeking out sages and masters, all for one reason, to find someone who can finally explain what the path to enlightenment is all about.
So Sudhana isn't just wandering aimlessly. He's following a tip, a rumor about this incredibly wise man named Vasumitra. And after a long, exhausting journey, he finds himself standing at his door. You can just feel his hope, right? He's thinking, this has to be it. This has to be the end of the search. Standing there in front of Vasumitra, Sudhana just lays it all out. You can practically hear the urgency in his voice. He's totally committed, he's all in, but he feels completely lost. He asks the one question that's been burning him up inside. I've chosen this path, but how do you actually do it? How does a Bodhisattva, someone dedicated to helping everyone, actually learn and practice?
And here is where everything gets turned upside down. Sudhana's expecting a roadmap, a set of instructions. But Vasumitra's answer is not at all what he expected. Instead of giving him a path to a destination, he starts by telling him there is no destination.
So take a look at this. On the one hand, you've got the common idea of nirvana, the finish line, the final piece, end of the road, game over. But then you've got Vasumitra's radical insight. Nirvana isn't an ending at all. Enlightened beings don't just punch out. They stick around out of pure compassion to help everybody else. This idea actually has a name. It's called the liberation of non-nirvana, and it's a total mind-bender. It basically means that enlightenment isn't about escaping the world. It's about diving even deeper into it. The whole point isn't to leave. It's to stay and help.
But Vasumitra knows that just talking about this stuff isn't enough. He wants Sudhana to really truly see what he's talking about. So he does something pretty amazing. He invites Sudhana into a vision, a direct experience from his own deep meditation.
He drops into this incredibly deep state of meditation, one that's called the endless lineage of Buddhas. And from that place, he starts to see a reality that's, it's pretty much impossible for our ordinary minds to even comprehend.
And in a flash, he sees them, 100 enlightened beings, just there, each in their own world, sharing their wisdom. But that's just the start. Then the vision just explodes. Suddenly, it's not 100, it's 100,000. The sheer scale is staggering, and it's still just getting started.
And it keeps expanding to 100 million. I mean, can you even wrap your head around that number? And the vision still isn't done.
Finally, the numbers just become irrelevant. They dissolve into pure infinity. Vasumitra sees a number of Buddhas so vast, it's beyond language, as countless as every single mote of dust in all the worlds. And what's absolutely wild is that it's not just the sheer number of them. For every single one of these countless beings, Vasumitra sees their entire story. Their very first vow to seek enlightenment, their long, hard journey, the demons they conquered, the moment of their perfect awakening, and all the unique wisdom they went on to share. It's a vision of complete and total insight.
Now you'd think after a vision like that, the lesson would be over, right? Mic drop. But believe it or not, the most important part is still to come.
So, what do you think? After literally witnessing infinity, has Sudhana finally gotten his answer? Is this the end of his long quest?
And here is it. This is the real bombshell. After sharing this unbelievable vision, Vasumitra turns to Sudhana and says this. He says, "This is just this one little thing that I happen to know. How could I possibly know the full practice of the truly great ones?" Just let that sink in for a second. The master who can see infinity says he's still a beginner.
And with that, he gives Sudhana the greatest gift he possibly could have. Not a final answer, but another question. He shows him that the path of learning never, ever ends. And then he points him to the next teacher on the road.
He gives him his next set of directions. Go south,
Find a mountain called Podalaka, and find your next teacher, the Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara. You see? The journey is infinite, but the next step is always clear.
And with this beautiful verse, he sends Sudhana on his way. And that's really the heart of this whole thing, isn't it? True wisdom isn't about collecting all the answers. It's about staying curious, staying humble, and always being ready to ask the next question. So the real question for us isn't, when will I finally know enough, but who am I going to learn from next?